Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Lipotech TV wireless in-ear headphones. Now we're seeing a lot of the true wireless earphones appearing on the market, and this is yet another one under £100 currently, but it offers a really great range of features and not actually a company that I recognised when I was first approached to review them, but one that's very pleasantly surprised me, and I think you're going to be very impressed with the results that they give. So key features we're going to cover first, and then we'll jump into the actual packaging and what's included. So these are using a high performance 6mm graphene driver with a frequency response from 20 to 20 kHz, using Bluetooth 5.0 and using Qualcomm ATPX, AAC and SBC certifications for your codecs. You've got up to 10 hours playtime on one charge, and then an additional 70 hours when you use it in collaboration with the charging case. It does have waterproof IP certification of X7, so if you're going to use it for the gym getting sweaty, not going to be a problem when you use these. It has got a noise cancelling microphone as well, so if you're a person that takes calls or does commutes with lots of phone calls, these might be up your alley. And they also work with a voice assistant as well. So included in the box you get some extra silicone ear tips. They are FlexiFoam foam tips, which are really soft ones that mould to your ears, a USB-C cable for charging, and also a quick start guide. So getting on to the main article, the actual case itself is a nice pebble shape, a nice grey cloth on it as well, unlike the generally matte black or plastic casings that we see. Something a little bit different. It does add some nice texture and grip on there as well. On the right hand side we do have a little carrying strap. You can obviously clip this onto your bag if you want to, or dangle it from wherever you fancy. At the very front we have got a battery life indicator. This will flash when it's plugged in and charging. When you do put your earphones back in there, you will find that lights up to tell you how much battery is left in the case as well, and then it will put the actual earbuds onto charge. On the back we've got a USB-C port, very nice to see. There are a few companies still using micro USB, but it's nice to see that majority are switching to USB-C. I feel it's widely adopted now and it should be the standard on this kind of thing, so that is a good implementation on there. So opening it up, we see the earphones themselves. Very simplistic, but just a simple Lipotech logo. It is a soft closing case as well. There's no magnets in there, so it does close nice and quietly. So given this has got an IPX7 waterproof level, these do use magnets like most of the wireless earphones do. Just a nice little quick pin system. No force is needed to put them in. The magnets will guide them into place, so it's also convenient. And then when you do drop them in, they'll light up red to indicate charging. And then when you take them out of the case, they'll automatically turn on and be ready to pair. If you've already paired them together, then they're literally ready to rock. You will see a little white light flashing every now and again to indicate that they're on and ready to work. They do blink slightly faster when they're in pairing mode, but after that they go every now and again. So as I said, you can use these for a voice assistant, but you can also answer calls with them. One push does play or pause or accepts and ends a call. Another push does the volume on the right hand side, and then the left hand side acts as a volume down. If you're playing music with these and you want to skip tracks, you can use a quick 3 press on the right hand side to go forward, then a quick 3 press on the left to go back. Now, being that these are going to be in your ears when you do those 3 quick presses, it can be a little bit discomforting at times. So personally, I just ended up using it on my phone. So make sure you get your playlist nailed so you don't have to jump around songs too much. In terms of fit, I found these were very comfortable with just the default tips. The foam tips did give a better seal, but personally for me, using these at the gym, I want to use the silicone ones because they're a lot easier to clean. And I do find that the tips protrude out the ear a little bit more than other ones I've used, but I don't see that being much of a problem. And for the sound that they deliver, I think that's well worth the trade-off. Now, for anyone that wants to use this feature, you can actually use one earphone at a time as well. So if you put the other one back in the charging case, it will just enable that one that's still active. And as I've given you a run around the case and the actual earphones, I'm now just going to bump straight into the conclusion and give you my thoughts on how they sound and them as an overall package. So in terms of sound, I feel any track you throw at these earphones can be handled very well. It does give a very well-rounded overall sound. I wouldn't say these are a pair of earphones that you want to buy for a bass head, but if you want to listen to the more emphasised bass on a track every now and again, for example, then these certainly aren't going to let you down. In terms of mids and highs, I think they're very balanced. It's rather neutral sounding. For example, vocals come through very clear, nice clarity and detail. Any drum pieces, cymbals are always sounding very bright and present. Anyone that's been with me on the channel for a while know that I listen to a big wide genre of music, and pretty much anything I chucked at this would perform well. I didn't find that there was any harshness from certain tracks or certain genres, anything from metal to EDM, pop. I listened to the odd jazz track as well, just for testing purposes, but certainly performed well in just basically any genre that I threw at it. I did find good layering from these as well, so if you listen to Deadmau5 for example, where he layers an awful lot of tracks into the mix, you can distinguish those pretty well. You have a fairly wide soundstage, nothing amazing, but for the price you're paying for these earphones and the general package you get, certainly more than enough for the average user. And on the topic of general package, I feel that these are just an absolute banger for under £100, certainly up there and beating most of the competition that I've tried to date. And to match that sound, the battery was absolutely on point. I just chucked this in my bag for the gym sessions, as I mentioned. Literally over the course of 2 weeks, you know, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time. Didn't even see the actual battery charging case drop below 2 blocks. So I always had more than 50% charge over however long I tested it. So I really don't think you're gonna have to charge these very often, which is a great bonus. So all in all, a great package for anyone that's in the market of a wireless set of earphones for under 100 quid as well. Very, very impressed, and I'd recommend these to absolutely anyone. And what's a decent, well-rounded sound in a nice little compact package. So thank you everyone for watching this video. If you've got any more questions, please leave them in the comments box below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video and you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, ding the bell so you don't miss an upload. Check out my social media down below. Big thank you to Lipotech for sending these out for me to review, and I'll see you all in the next one.